There's Tyson. Where have you been, young man? Then go get a slip from the office, because you were late. Okay. Slope of a line. Here's a line going up like that. Okay? To find the slope, that's how much it rises over how far it goes to the right. So, slope is rise over run. So what is the rise over run for this line right up here? What would we say the rise over the run would be? 3/2. Now, when we do a run, it's a run to the right. So we want to go rise first, run second. So 3 and 2. So the slope of this line is 3/2. Because slope is m, which is rise over run. Okay? What's the slope of this line over here to the right? -1/3, -1/3. Because we're going down, which is a -1, run to the right 3, down, run to the right 3. So that's the slope of -1/3. When a line goes up from left to right, it's a positive slope. When a line goes down from left to right, it's a negative slope. So you need to know the difference between a positive slope line and a negative slope line. All right. So what if I just give you 2 points? Like 4, 6, and 2, -2. We need to find the slope without having to graph it to figure out, count, and find the rise over the run. Okay? So if we were finding the slope, we're going to use the slope formula. What's the slope formula? And you can put the slope formula on your note card. You can put the slope formula on your note card. Slope equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. The slope formula is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So for this line, slope equals, well, this one is x1, y1. So this one would be x2, y2. So we'd go -2 minus 6 over 2 minus 4. So -2 minus 6 is -8. 2 minus 4 is -2. What's -8 divided by -2? 4. The slope of that line is 4. Three, 6, and 3, 1. Let's find the slope. Well, the slope is y2, 1, minus y1, 6, over 3 minus 3. What's 1 minus 6? -5. What's 3 minus 3? What's 5 divided by 0? 0. No, it's not 0. When you divide by 0, everything's all good in the world until somebody tries to divide by 0. And now my video just went go hooey. Look at that. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Just blacked out where I was writing. Let's go here. Let's go back here. And now we're back again. So if we look at 3, 6, and I'll do it in green. 3, 6, 3, 6, and 3, 1. What kind of a line do I have? What do we call this type of line? vertical line. It's a vertical line. Vertical lines have no slope. The slope does not exist. Whenever you try to divide by 0, take out your calculator. Take 5 and divide it by 0. What does it say? Divide by 0 error or something like that. Okay? You cannot divide by 0. Okay? The number does not exist. So it's not 0. It does not exist. Okay? So remember, on a vertical line, it does not exist. Let's take another one. 4, 2, 8, 2. So to find the slope, it would be 2 minus 2 over 8 minus 4. What's 2 minus 2? 0 over 4. What's 0 divided by 4? 0. Now that is 0. Okay, that is 0. Okay, so what happens for 4, 2, and 8, 2, and I'll do that in blue, I guess. 4, 2, and 8, 2 makes a horizontal line. A horizontal line, and I just erased it. That's cool. 4, 2, and 8, 2 makes a horizontal line. A horizontal line has a slope of 0. It doesn't rise as it runs. Okay? This one, all it does is rise and has no run. Okay? So rise over run, slope. We can find the slope by using the slope formula. Next thing to put on your note cards. Slope intercept form. Slope intercept form equation. Y equals mx plus b, where m is obviously the slope and b is the y-intercept. Okay, y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope and b is the y-intercept. What's the y-intercept mean? That's where the line does what? Crosses the y-axis, exactly. It crosses the y-axis. So, on this line up here, y equals mx plus b. Well, we know the slope is 3/2. Where does it cross the y-axis at? 2. So that's the equation of this line right here. This one crosses at a funny spot, so we won't look at that one too much. Now, if we were told that we had a slope of 5 and a y-intercept of -3, it would simply be y equals 5x minus 3. Okay? So that's easy peasy. Okay, the next thing for your note card. Point slope form. Point slope form equation, where it's y minus y1 equals slope times x minus x1, where m, again, is the slope, and x1, y1 is your point. Ta-da. Point slope form. So if you have a slope of 3 and a point of 2, 5, and we want to get into slope intercept form, to get into slope intercept form, we start with point slope form. Okay? We start with this, we plug it into here, and then get y alone, so then it's like that. So we go y minus the y value. Well, this is my y value, equals my slope times x minus my x value. There's my x1. And that's point slope form. So if you're told just to put it in point slope form, you go there and you stop. But if you ask for slope intercept form and you have a point and a slope, you put it in point slope form first, and then you get it to slope intercept form. So we're going to distribute. So y minus 5 equals 3x minus 6. And now what do I do to each side? Add 5. So y equals 3x minus 1. That's the equation in the line. Okay? Now let's even get more difficult here. No, not 2, 8, 2, 7. 2, there. All right. Let's find the equation of the line that goes through those 2 points. Okay. So, to find the equation, I don't have a slope, but I have a couple points. So I can't use point slope form yet. But because I have a couple points, I can find the slope. How do I find the slope? Well, using the slope formula, I go what minus what? y2 minus y1, negative 7 minus 3 over x2 minus x1, 7 minus 2. So I get negative 10 over 5, which is negative 2. There's my slope. Here's my point that I'm going to use. Now let's put in point slope form. Y minus the y value equals the slope, negative 2, times x minus the x value. 2. Not 3, 2. What's my next step to get it into slope-intercept form? Distribute. Y plus 3, y minus 3. Y minus 3 equals negative 2x plus 2. And then at 3, y equals negative 2x plus 5. Y equals negative 2x plus 5. What? Wow, Mr. Bierschbach. Plus 4, so it'd be plus 7. Yeah. Don't make Corey little errors like that. Okay. Anything else? We're good? Kind of got slope down. It's just a review of Algebra 1. You guys should know all this from Algebra 1. But it's easy to forget sometimes. So, I should go over one other thing. One other thing really quick. If you have y equals 5x minus 7, what's your slope? What's your slope? 5 and your y-intercept? But if you have 2x plus 3y equals 6, to find your slope and y-intercept here, what letter should I get alone? Y. So I have to subtract 2x from each side. But I'm going to put it in the order of not 6 minus 2x. I'm going to put it in the order of negative 2x plus 6. Then what am I going to do? Divide by 3. Divide everything by 3. So y equals negative 2/3 x plus 2. What's my slope? Negative 2/3. What's my y-intercept? 2. So if you start out with an equation like this, get y alone, and then once y is alone, the slope is the number in front of x. The other number is the y-intercept. All right, good enough. I will hand out a worksheet.